Sup YouTube, this is Elijah coming at you with another video from the applifestyle.org, your one-stop shop for all things rideshare and delivery alike. Now I know y'all probably thinking, Elijah made that video, we weren't going to see him in a few weeks because of the detox, and that's still the case. I hadn't planned on making this video, but some news is, this is the first time I personally run across it. It actually happened on November 30th, or at least that's when it became viral. But it was worthy enough to actually bring up. Now, you notice I have the money cap on. Look, like I said, I hadn't planned on making videos for a while. Hair situation isn't perfect, so the cap is on. But y'all don't want to hear about that. Y'all want to hear about what this issue is. Now, the consequences of this situation could end up being that Ubereats won't be able to hide the final destination from us anymore. As you know, when you take a delivery, you can't see where the drop-off is. And then you take it, and when you go pick the food up, then you start delivery, that's when it's revealed to you. Based on what happened in this article, well, in the news, that could be changing. And I've seen a few people talking about this. Basically, a woman feels like she got cheated out of her order because she placed the order and it was canceled. I'm just going to literally read the article full way through. I'm going to link it in the description. And if you want additional information, you can watch the video in the article. Like I said, I'm not normally the news reporter, but I think this does warrant a response. So, woman claims Ubereats loophole allows drivers to eat your food. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'm just going to say a woman. A woman claims her Ubereats delivery driver helped himself to her food. I'm not going to release any names because, for obvious reasons, but they turned to, this news station, or whatever it is, after a $60 order from Glory Days was canceled and she received no refund. They said Uber told her the driver claimed he couldn't reach her. She says this isn't true because no one called her cell phone or knocked on her front door. She's a frequent Ubereats customer and no one has had trouble finding her home in the past. She says this isn't true because no one called her cell phone. It's repeating. Anyway, she says she received an Uber alert that her food was picked up. The restaurant is 5 miles from her home. Keep that in mind. Quote, I was shocked when the food didn't show up, she said. Better Call Beacon, which is the news outlet is doing the story, found pages of similar reports online alleging drivers use a loophole to keep food. An online forum for drivers appears to show drivers sharing tips on how to score free meals. The alleged loophole is this. If drivers try to deliver but the customer doesn't answer, the driver gets to keep the food. One driver writes, full rack of ribs this weekend, yum. Another one, I'm going to skip all that stuff. For those of y'all that want to know the source of all that stuff, it's uberpeople.net, which I'm not even going to talk about that. So we're going to skip all that stuff. Let's see. Comments like these and Uber's reaction to her complaint leaves her furious. They know how to steal food, and Ubereats is highly aware of it, and they're doing nothing about it. A spokesman for Ubereats said the company is now investigating the incident and has decided to give this person a full refund. The delivery driver in question has no prior complaints, the Uber spokeswoman said. She added that drivers are advised to throw away the food if they are unable to make the delivery because the customer is not reachable. That's in an article, and I advise y'all to check it out and to watch the video fully. And you can see the screenshots of what I was talking about as I was, talking about this. So a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, there are legitimate scammers out there abusing the system that are doing this. A lot of people are saying, well, we need to keep hush-hush about all these, stuff like this, etc. And, hey, maybe the Ubereats timer is going to go away because of this, etc. That's the popular buzz around what I've been seeing people say. In my opinion, people are kind of missing the ball on this. Because regardless of if this timer goes away or not, they have to have a checks and balances. And knowing Uber, I doubt that timer is going anywhere. That's why we've seen it extend an extra 3 minutes. Now the timer is actually 8 minutes now. What people aren't realizing, we're going to look at this situation and fully analyze it as a pro Uber Eats driver and see what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Okay. Now, first off, the driver has no priors. You need to note that. So they have no priors, no problems whatsoever. I don't know how long this driver has been on the platform. Just note that there's no priors. The order was canceled by that way of timer. And even in the video, they say that the restaurant is only 5 miles away. Now, those of y'all that do Uber Eats, a lot of y'all know that if your strategy is to stay within a certain region, doing medium trips, short trips like around 3 miles or less, to get something 5 miles away that takes you out that zone is annoying. And I'm going to be honest, a driver that has no priors and then just called and canceled, etc., and she didn't receive a phone call or whatever, that sounds to me like the driver didn't want to do the delivery. He or she was unaware of the final drop-off destination. If they knew ahead of time, they probably wouldn't have took it. Hence, we could have avoided this whole situation of a customer being unsatisfied. It's the exact same situation with Ubereats, because y'all already know I'm in the sales field, so I'll have appointments through the day. And let's say I'm doing Ubereats. I want to snag a quick Ubereats ride, then I'll start heading to meet my appointment, okay? And they get in the back, okay? Then I slide, say start trip. They're going to, let's say, the other side of the Metroplex. Well, if I had saw the trip ahead of time, where it was going, I knew I can't take it because I can't do it. Now, me personally, I would just say, look, dude, I can't take you to the other side of such and such. You're going to have to get out the car. I would do that. And he would be like, well, why did you take the trip? I let him know we as Uber drivers, we can't see the final drop-off point or final destination. So if you want to be upset with someone, be upset with Uber. And maybe give them the feedback to show us drivers where your destination is so you can have full confidence that your driver is going to take you there. In that situation, I'm inconvenienced. The customer is probably pissed off, and there might be some bad ratings in between there. I don't give a shit about that. But the customer is going to reflect and think, you know what? I didn't like it, but that dude is right. I mean, they need to just show these drivers where they're going. So when I get in the car, if I need to catch a flight, I have full confidence that they're going to take me there. And it's the exact situation here. This dude probably didn't want to be taken out of his zone. And he got taken out of his zone, and hence this situation followed. So in this situation, I'm not saying that he didn't scam or eat the food or whatever. Are there people out there like that? Of course. It is what it is. But I'm looking at all the circumstantial evidence that they pointed out in this article. No priors. Restaurant was 5 miles away. Canceled. The order was canceled. And there's no calling or texting or anything like that. That kind of paints the picture of what I just talked about. Maybe they didn't want to do that delivery to start with. So you're asking Elijah, well, what's this got to do? Do you think they're going to start showing the final destination solely based off this? What I'm bringing up is they're making the carriers seem like the bad guys. But sooner or later, word is going to get around that, well, the carrier experience isn't the exact same as these other apps. Y'all know I don't do all these other apps like Caviar and DoorDash, all that stuff, but I'm informed on them. I have friends that do them. And to my knowledge, all the other apps do show you the final drop-off destination. Where it's going to get around that all these other apps are showing off the destination. And then people are going to start looking at the circumstances that brought about this unfortunate thing. And that is a big part of the equation. So, sometime in the near future, could we see Ubereats actually showing the final drop-off destination? Only time will tell. But I wanted to bring that perspective up to y'all because I haven't seen that part covered. And that's the part we really need to be looking at, because let's just keep it 100. There's always going to be scammers and all that stuff out there. That's a shame. But in this particular case, that plays a big role in what probably happened. If old boy or girl probably saw where the destination was and they knew they wouldn't be able to do it, they might not have took it. I'm sure someone within the community would have loved to grab that order. A heads up would have been nice, and then we could have avoided this altogether. I would love to hear your questions and comments below. Don't forget to check out the full article and video. As always, if you like this video, please do share, because this is it's a big deal. So until the next video, I'll still be out for a few days, but expect more videos to start picking up pretty soon. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.